We're making twice baked potatoes 3 different ways. You're gonna love every damn one of them. Remember the lockdown? Boys, remember the lockdown?
Yes. Of course.
We did a Munchies episode on potatoes, and twice baked potatoes were one of the potato items that we made. It's pretty standard. It's sour cream and I don't know what it was, bacon or something, and you know, the huge. So we're gonna do 3 different types today. Bacon cheeseburger, chicken Alfredo, oh what? And French onion soup. 3 potatoes, 3 different ways, all amazing, and all for me. Nobody gets nothing. Kidding. We all share. We always share. Right, boys?
Right.
We start by getting the potatoes in the oven. Gotta begin somewhere. That's the spot. So you got your regulation, standard issue russet potatoes. They've been washed, they've been rinsed, and now they're ready to go in the oven. But wait, first, we're gonna give them just a little drizz of avocado oil. They don't have to be too delicate with this part. And then they get a little kosher salt, like this. I like make it rain kosher salt on these guys. Flip them and repeat. All right, simple. 400-degree oven, 45 minutes to an hour until they're soft enough to poke something into them. Here's our setup, 3 different potatoes, 3 different pans for what goes in the potatoes. We're gonna begin with the French onion soup over here on your right. A little bit of oil, little knob of butter, and some onions. Typically for French onion soup, you would want to keep your onion slices long and beautiful. But as I always say, you got to think about how somebody's going to eat your food. And this, they're going to eat in spoonfuls or forkfuls, and long ass pieces of onion will not help. This is probably the longest cooking thing out here. You want these caramelized and beautiful, so this is probably 15 minutes. Let's move on to the cheeseburger. And the cheeseburger begins with, yes, you got it, bacon, because it's a bacon cheeseburger. Because why wouldn't it be? So, diced up bacon. And by the way, this is an experiment. We've not made any of these. We just know they're gonna be delicious. But I'm probably gonna make too much filling. That's okay, that's okay. So, you got your bacon going there for the cheeseburger. Next up will be the chicken for our chicken Alfredo, and it gets a splotch of avocado oil and the chicken, like that. Yep, already made too much of this one. It's okay. As we like to say around here, anything that's left over, give it a chance. It heats everything. And a little bit of salt and pepper here. Wait till you see how easy it is to make an Alfredo sauce. You'll be mind blown. All right, let that cook. We'll come back to our bacon cheeseburger, and we'll add 2 things. Some diced onion and some mushrooms. Mushroom, bacon, cheeseburger, twice baked potato. Great stuff, great stuff. Everybody's happy. I know we're bouncing around, but back to our cheeseburger, and it's gonna get the burger part, of course. And just before we mix it up, I'll give it a little shot of Montreal steak seasoning, and we'll do this. I'm kind of doing this as we go, folks. I'm quite confident in the success level we're gonna achieve, but still.
Yeah, and it makes it really easy on us.
Listen, you guys just have to stand and shoot. I have to do all the thinking. All right, let that happen a bit. So happy here. Our chicken is looking lovely. I'm gonna do a little shot of oil, mix it, and then I'm gonna put in a little handful of spinach. This will be spinach chicken Alfredo, twice baked potato. So a little mix, let this wilt, and while it's wilting, let's add a clove of garlic. Garlicky Alfredo is the best. Little spot in the middle for it, in we go, off we go, 1 more of these, and we mix. And just as the spinach is wilting away to nothingness, so great, I'm so happy, we're gonna add the easiest thing you can add to make this creamy. And this will be some heavy whipping cream, like that. Tiny bit more salt and pepper, and we mix. The liquid will start to evaporate, it will reduce, but we'll help that with 1 more thing in a little bit. Back to our onions. Oh yes, this is gorgeous. All right. Couple things. First will be a little splash of vermouth. That will add that sophisticated background note that we love. We're gonna let the alcohol and most of this liquid burn off. And just as it does, we'll come up with a little beef stock and add it. That's gonna be magnificent. Look at the bubbling. Sorry, we can come back to our Alfredo and see how it's doing, and it's doing great. But we want this thicker, don't we, Chance?
Oh yeah.
Good boy. So we're gonna help it along with a little shredded Parmesan. Just like that. And just these two things. The cream, look at it, look how thick it is already. Magnificent. We'll give that about a minute and we'll pull it out. Come back to center and look at our cheeseburger, bacon, mushroom, onion. Okay, I'm pulling this guy off the heat because it'll be ready for the next step that doesn't have to be heated. The Alfredo now is beautiful as is, nice and creamy. We'll pull this guy off and our onions. Beefy, gorgeous, little hit of vermouth. Wow, ready. And they come off too. Potatoes are ready. They're in the oven right now, waiting for me to get them. Max took a beautiful shot of them. Look how gorgeous they are. Let me grab them and it's all downhill from there. Downhill. Look, if you're a coffee lover, you know how important that moment is at the start of your day. If you're not a coffee lover, you should be, and I want you to listen anyways. This is all about trade coffee. Because the selection of coffee available in the supermarket is quite, Trade connects you with the best coffee from the nation's top roasters, door to door. How do they know what to send you, and how do they know what will make you go, oh, holy goodness? You take a quiz. Yeah, you take the trade quiz. It's so simple. Do you like to add stuff to your coffee? No, I like mine black. What kind of roast level do you like? I like a dark roast. Do you like classic and traditional? Do you like to be surprised? Do you like whole bean, or do you want it to come ground? And once you've taken the test and you've answered the questions, the coffee just comes. And let me tell you what shows up. You choose the frequency with which the coffee will come to you because you want it at, peak freshness. So these are ones that have recently shown up at my door, and I'm super excited because this French roast comes from Bird Rock Coffee Roasters right here in good old San Diego, California. I love the place, by the way. This is how good it is. Coffee from all over the nation comes to you. No more bad coffee, no more excuses. You're supporting the smaller local guys, and that's got to make you feel good. And they use compostable packaging to send all their coffee in. So just hit the link in the description below and you will get $15 off your first 3 bags when you sign up. That's a smoking deal. And check this out. Trade guarantees you'll love your first coffee, and if you don't, they'll ship you out another bag for free. How cool is that? And here they are. Look how nice. They're beautiful. And the reason for the salt is, Chance?
For a little saltiness?
Yeah, because you look, the skins of a potato are delicious. And if you get down to the bottom and you want to eat them, you want them flavored up. All right, here's the hard part. We need to get one in our hand, and they're hot, so you're going to burn yourself. I'm not quite sure how to do this, Max, so I will hold it this way. What we want to do is we basically want to remove the lid, and that would be, call it like the top third of the potato. You understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
You don't want to cut it in half, so here's all I want to do. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to take my knife about a third of the way from the top and go whoosh. And now just try and go all the way around. And if it's not even and perfect, nobody's going to give a shit. Even little anal me. Great stuff, great stuff. Coming around the back side home. Coming around the home stretch of the even things. So now this should come off nicely. Beautiful. All right, what I want to do is I want to take this out and put it in one of our pans. Here's my French onion soup one. So taking a spoon, I want to carefully, because I don't want to rip this kid, get this stuff all out like this, right? And here, then I'll just drop it in the pan. I'm going to do this with all 3, put some potato in the pan, and we'll take it from there. Coolio?
See, Poppy.
And don't forget the lids. You want the potato out of the lid too. We're not going to use the lid, so you don't have to be quite as careful, but you'll be fine. And once I've got the potatoes in them, I'll just throw the pans back on the heat for a minute to allow the insides to start to warm a bit. Okay, here's our French onion, right? There's the insides, there's the potato. Now I'm gonna add some sour cream for richness, because of course you would, and this is important. Next in, some chives. And now, what would you have with French onion soup but Gruyere cheese? So let's just grate some of this in here. And we'll mix. Oh God, I'm so in love already. And we'll fill it just like this. How pretty. You want a decent amount, right? You don't want an indecent amount. Funny. A little more cheese on top. or all over the counter. Or all over the cutting board. All right, let's put this kid on the rack and we move on. Next up, our chicken Alfredo. And what would we be adding to this, boys? Parmesan. Thank you for answering. Oh wait, you didn't. Nice. A little hit more. We mix. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You got the spinach, the chicken, and in we go. Oh my gosh. The smell from here, these big chunks of chicken. Now remember, potatoes are pretty good for you. So this is dinner. You got vegetables, you got the potato. Well, I guess it is the vegetable. Spinach, oh, there's a little cream in here. Is that such a big deal, Max, is it?
No.
Thank you, no it's not. Right upstairs here. Beautiful. Tad bit more parm on top. Next, bacon mushroom cheeseburger. And last but not least. So, of course, I'll mix up the potato, stir everything together. Then we're gonna add a couple things. Yes, we've got bacon. Yes, we've got the ground beef. Yes, we've got the onion. But we always make a sauce with our burgers here. And that sauce is a couple things. It's a little bit of ketchup. It's a tiny bit of mustard. Did I get mustard on my ear? When I was shaking, I felt something wet. This time, instead of sour cream, we're gonna use a little mayo to make our sauce. We always give a splash of hot sauce. That's Cholula. Start to mix it. It smells like cheeseburger. Oh my God. Okay, now the cheese part. It's complicated. You gotta have American cheese. So the American cheese gets just ripped up into little pieces and we'll mix through here and we'll melt in the oven. Of course, of course, of course. Maybe we'll do a couple pieces of this. Oh, probably a piece and a half is fine. Oh, screw it. 2 pieces is fine. I'm already here. What am I gonna save these little bits? Mushrooms, bacon. Oh my God. Now into our potato, like this. Okay, I'll admit, it doesn't look all that sexy, but holy smokes, Jack. Just you wait. Sweet. And a little bit of cheddar on top. There you have it, and there's your lineup, ladies and gentlemen. This one, French onion soup. This one, bacon mushroom cheeseburger. This guy, chicken Alfredo. They go back into the oven for 15 minutes, and here we are. Oh boy, hi kids. Let me take them off the thing, and there's a good chance I'll burn myself, so that's always fun. Oh, oh, oh. Ah! I'm sure they make something for this. What would that be called? Tongs? Ah! Ah! Melting, steaming, no fingerprints left. Ah! Yeah. I'm glad I separated the white cheeses from the orange one. Because that's a pretty shot. All right, you know, the decision is not an easy one. Like, you know we're having a bite of all of them, but where do you go first? I know where you go first. Cheeseburger. I can't really hold that up because it's hot.
You can just get in there, yeah.
But look. Oh, snap. Oh, this little bite smells like a cheeseburger. It tastes like a cheeseburger. Bacon, mushrooms. The creaminess of the mayo in there. Stop it now, just stop it. All right, I'm kind of torn. Chicken Alfredo with spinach, please. Next. I put some big pieces of chicken on top that I want with, some
Lift it up,
spinach.
lift up the cheese.
Oh, a little pull. Beautiful, beautiful. And you know, this is the only one I didn't add any sour cream or mayo to because it had the cream that made the sauce. 2-ingredient Alfredo sauce, whipping cream and cheese. Come on now. New fork can only mean one thing. It's time for French onion. And down we go. And there it is. Little bits of the onion. Beautiful Gruyere cheese inside and on top of it. Good God, man. How do you not like that? It's deeply caramelized onions, the beef broth. Holy shit. It's dropping, it's dropping, it's dropping. I got it. Come on, buddy, you're all mine. You know what we say at this point? This little bite of mine, I'm gonna... Oh my God. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen.
French onion?
The vermouth, the onions, the little beef broth add in there that just, oh God. I'm having one more bite. I have to. I know I'm not supposed to. My boss doesn't like it, but I don't really give a shit right now because it's so effing good. So, here's the point of the experiment. Do this. Whatever you've got in your fridge, slam it in, twice bake it. Like add something to, you know, you got to add like a sour cream or something like that. Holy smokes. Salsa would be perfect with potato. And the chorizo, who knows? Whatever you've got, you can do this.
There's about 1 million different ones we could do.
Thank you. Maxie says it. There's about 1 million ones we can do. I have to sign off right now because these boys have to have some of this. Don't eat the same shit all the time. You shouldn't be eating shit to start with, though. Don't eat the same stuff all the time. Thanks, Trade Coffee, for sponsoring this video.